and then whatever weights you got, we got 5 and 3 pound weights, you bring them forward, and the idea is to not have the disc move, to have your palm there, so that as you go forward, go ahead, Chanel, the motion is here without a backward bend. So it's all about, go ahead, it's all about the abs holding to prevent that extension. Yeah, so it's nice and solid right here. Is, and the back foot, she's on her toe, and here's the push from that toe. So it's very much under her control, the down and the up. Right here come as a single unit, so that the momentum doesn't bring it the back forward. Okay, and the final thing is rolling off the toe, the big toe. So go ahead. So here the left foot, here the right foot, big toe. The tendency is to go over to the 4th and 5th toe. We really want it straight. And the final thing is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're always, everybody has a little bit, just nice and loose through here so that you get an extra arch. So that's losing.
That's not good.
Speed. You always want to be going forward. It's just Chanel's going to demo it. So go ahead. You come on forward, and the hands go in front of the slant board by another couple inches or so.
No shot.
And the head is down so that she's looking up like between her knees or at her hips.
Not even close.
Okay. And then you curl on down, and your hands go a couple inches in front, and you're looking towards your belly button so that your neck is very nice and relaxed. Okay, and then you come on back up. The hips stay on top of them.
Again, Chanel?
Yeah, come on back up. We'll do the wrong one. The wrong one is that, because your hamstrings attach right here. We want those hamstrings on top of your ankles so that you get a nice length right through there, and the head has to be down, and the hands are in front, not holding on, but rather there. So that the key is this. You want, again, you want that flexibility through your ankles. Should be able to rock there. Top of the pelvis, so that it's not jutting forward like that. So if you have to back off of the angle at your ankle, that's okay, because we want you straight to begin with.
Can we show wrong for a second?
Wrong is wrong. No, standing wrong. Standing is that. Okay. Which actually was all three of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
So partners, how we do it.
So the hips stay right here, and the down, go ahead, is without the pelvis moving back. There's your stretch through the calf. And so the head is the last part. We definitely want the head. So you want that stretch to be in the ankles. Okay, because when you think about all the hamstring injuries, here's your hamstring coming right off of this part here, your ischial tuberosity. We want that line to be nice and vertical when you stretch it. Okay, and the head is good. It's coming back up. It's the same thing. The buttock stays on top of the.
Okay. And now the toes up.
Well, you're better than you
Wow,
were.
she looks great.
Okay.
Okay. So the corrections.
Let me
We're really bad.
So the deal is that we really need more from the glutes here to hold the position. So when Chanel lifts up her right knee, this is what keeps you from tilting forward like that. Okay, so you get the control from the big muscle, the buttocks, right where it comes into the thigh, rather than having it slightly tilted that way, which gives you both too much of an arch, but most importantly, it puts the strain on the front, which is nothing good's happening there. That's all flat. Your muscles are in the back and on the side and the inside. They're not in the front. So hold, that's the position there. And what we're looking for is the toes to be very nice and flat, because it's all about the ankle doing the balance. If your hip is correct, your ankle can make the small adjustments. Change the other side. We don't want the toes scrunching up. You're going forward. You don't need them clawing. You want them out so that you can push off your big toe and get your most power. That looks good. Okay, so now coming back up. It's harder, obviously, on the toes, but go ahead. So there's the buttocks, pulling right in. Gluteus medius, gluteus maximus, right there where it holds the thigh. See how nice and flat her toes are. That's what we want. Okay, change the other side. So So it's right there. So there's no arch backwards. All her efforts are going to the finish line. Okay? All right, we'll move on though.
Okay.
Stays up on the bottom when you come forward.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Keep yourself on the ball of the front foot. Right.
And then when you land, to have it be light with the heel up. So as you come on forward, the heel stays up. Yeah. It's like you're on your toes. Okay? And the
It's on top, so this moment.
The final thing is that as you go forward, as you shift your weight from 2 to 1 foot, there shouldn't be a backward arch here. It's the whole unit is going forward. You want your speed that way. You don't want anything going back. So it's all about the trunk. Go ahead. And there. Puts your back at risk of injury, and it takes away all the stability of your core. So we want the whole thing going forward. Like this is like kind of like on one of those escalators in airports. Okay, so you get your obliques going from last. Okay, all right, we're going to do it one more time with everybody. Through the neck, through the mid-back, and the weight is actually here on the outer part of this section of the right hip. Okay, so this is the first part. Okay.
Second. Go through all
yes.
6.
So the second one is to rest your arm here. Okay. And then the next one we it in is the kneecaps to the front.
I've never seen it before.
And the arm initially comes down like this. This is the easiest position. So the obliques here hold your pelvis and your ribs apart. They're key for stabilizing this whole area. So first of all, it's just in your view. Then kind of the theme of the night is to not arch here with that forward stuff. So a lot is about how the obliques work right here at the base of the ribs. Really key for setting up this whole section. So the first position is just to lie like this, and it looks pretty simple, and in fact isn't. So the knee and both legs, both knees are just forward, they're parallel. So we don't want the IT band pulling it up, it's just both kneecaps straight to the front. So this is part 1. Part 2 is then with the arm up here on the side. So as you do that, where we don't want the balance to take place is where we're all going to be going for it, which is here. So this stays just a little bit flatter. You really get the input right here at the hip. That's where we want the stability. Okay, and then from there, okay, so the top knee comes forward like this. So here's your position here. You want the back nice and straight, adductors, nice long leg here, kneecap to the front. It doesn't roll down. Okay, so it's all about, go ahead, Chanel, keeping this long, and then this thigh here is really parallel to the floor. The foot doesn't drop, it stays right there. So the work is a lot in your rotators. Okay, try it one more time just to get the hang of it. So there you are. It's basically what the runner's pose, except your arms are in that position. And come on back. So that's where your adductors are so important, and you have it nice and flat here. So that you're really feeling it on that bottom oblique. Yeah. Okay, one more time on the same side. This leg comes back. So there's your stride. Okay, and then you come up back together, straighten them out. So it's all about what happens here, what happens here. So that, go ahead. And I think we had the arm come back.
Yeah, then the last version was arm, whoops. Runner pose on the arm.
Go. One leg goes forward, one back, and there you are.